Come On is a drama film released in 2021 and on February 17th, 2022 in Australia, and made and released by acclaimed studio A24. And it's about a man named Johnny having to spend time with his nephew Jesse. Like, literally, that's all I'm gonna have to describe to you about the plot. I mean, it's a simplistic film. What do you expect? But that's not a bad thing. In fact, the charm to its simplicity is that it makes it such a great movie. And that's in the fact that it could be both comforting and also depressing. On one hand, the moments that Johnny spends with Jesse are good for the purpose of escapism. But that escapism is because of the heavy themes, what Johnny has to go through when he's not around Jesse. Not only the depressing things he has to go through, but that it also gives a deep dive into his life and the responsibility he has to take with taking care of Jesse. However, the film also cuts to interviews of other kids, as they're asked what it's like to be their age and what they could do in their future. The commentary in this movie is quite strong, yet it hits on depressing themes. Since this is an art house film, though, it could get away with those types of themes with something that typical mainstream movies can't do. But what really carries this movie to be so strong is the uncle-nephew relationship. And that is mainly driven by the main actors, Joaquin Phoenix and Woody Norman, where the former, again, shines the depressing light on how much he has to go through in his life, and the latter just acts like a fun kid throughout, though can get quite serious when he needs to. It's these two that not only make their relationship believable, but also heartwarming to make it the core of the feature, and quite engaging by simply making us care. We care about these two and their relationship because we can see ourselves in them in our particular relationships like that. And again, what Johnny goes through would be quite relatable to modern audiences, considering they would also be going through some depressing things like that. And the movie also has a very well-paced hour and 40-minute runtime, and not padding itself out like it would if it was a mainstream movie made by a big studio. Okay, I'm glad A24 worked on this, okay? Oh, and also visually, this movie looks amazing. Yes, it's a simple, small-scale, then laid-back movie with some heavy themes, yeah, but the visuals just look incredible. I mean, the production design around the characters and the locations they're around are so interesting to look at for a little while, though they do eventually get tiring in each scene. But oh my god, not only does this movie also look great on the big screen, which is where I saw this movie, but also, as you can tell from the style of this review, black and white just looks amazing on films like this. Now, before I end the review, I've got to address that my American audiences are probably going to be going like, "But Fergus, you're 13. Why are you reviewing Come On, it's rated R." Well, first of all, for you American audiences who don't know, I live in Australia, as you can tell from my accent, and this movie is rated M over in Australia, and this film isn't actually that R-rated American terms. Yeah, sure, it's depressing and it has heavy themes, and there's a lot of language throughout, but besides that, it's mainly just a simple film. It's just chill and laid back, though the themes are very hard to ignore. Just wanted to address that real quickly. However, in conclusion, Come On is a sweet, charming, depressing, yet still very worth it experience that you can't get anywhere else other than an art house movie like this. As you can tell, I don't really know what to say about it because I don't really know what to say about it, really. It's just a simplistic, laid-back movie that just so happens to have a lot of salty language and some depressing themes. But besides that, it's mainly a simplistic film that you could still have fun while watching. And the fun parts don't take away from the depressing tone. I mean, if you're around my age, that being a young teen, then you might surprisingly get a lot more out of this than you would expect. Also, I feel in the very, very distant future, because of its simplistic charm and its very depressing themes that hit hard with all of us, it might possibly become a timeless classic that could be passed down from generation to generation. It's that good. And just because of its simplicity, Come On gets an A+. I mean, as of the time I'm recording this review, it's been like a month and a half since I have seen this movie, and I still remember it fondly. It's like that much of a good film. I can't really explain. It's just a great film that you should definitely go check out. Now, I'm sorry this is a little bit slapped together, but just like my 9 review, I'm just starting my YouTube channel, okay? I know I'm gonna get better with time, and I know my quality's gonna improve, but I just need more time in my YouTube career. And maybe I'll get a chance to get more, quality going. But anyways, I just want to announce that my next review will be down at the Australian Gold Coast at SupaNova on Sunday, April 10th. And so, which by the time I'm recording this is tomorrow, and by the time you're watching this is today. And now it's time that we go and see what that review is via the recommendation hat. Oh, and by the way, if you guys would like to suggest me a movie that you would like me to review and that I would put onto the hat, then all you would have to do is just go write me an email at fergusreviews@gmail.com. fergusreviews@gmail.com. Okay? Anyways, before you go and write your email, again, let's see what the next review will be. You know, this is actually like my first public review, so maybe if this goes well, who knows, I might do more public reviews in the future. Okay, pretty hard to get a paper. I gotta get a paper, come on, paper, oh. Get back in there. Come on, get a paper, paper. Oh, I don't think you can see the paper fine, but incredibly difficult to get a paper. I dropped one. See how hard I'm trying? Finally, I got one. And so, the next review shall be I need to control the paper. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Okay, I think I've got control of it now. Okay, please let this be worth the special review. Is this going to be worth the special review? And it most certainly will be! Oh my god, this really will be a milestone. And you know, the milestone in this movie in particular is that finally, I am going to be reviewing a family-friendly movie. Now, of course, I have reviewed two really good adult Guild movies, that they are well done, but I haven't really touched upon a movie for the whole family on my channel yet. And maybe with this one, it is actually gonna probably attract a very big crowd, because not only is this the ending to a major animated feature franchise, but this is also Amazon Prime's first ever animated feature they've brought out, or their first major animated feature. And with those hints there that I gave, I think you're probably going to know what I'm going to review at SupaNova.